Hi, welcome back to Technology Review. I'm your host, Mac Jackson Jr. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Technology Review TV. Remember to like our page. We like the likes. Give us a thumbs up. We like that. Also, we're on Twitter at twitter.com/Mac Jackson Jr., Mac Jackson Jr., or you can go to my website at macjacksonjr.com. If you enter your email information and your name, which we won't be sold, which is kept private, we will send you a report on how to protect yourself from cybersecurity crimes. So you can find that by going to our website. It's an interesting report that you will be able to see, and it's information that we'll share with you. In this segment we call the Business Spotlight. And in the Business Spotlight we talk about why is it important for businesses to be concerned about data breaches. You need to be more proactive, and we have something to share with you. In my first segment I talked about the WikiLeaks report and the CIA, regarding the CIA. And it's important that we talk about this again in this segment. It was reported a couple of days ago that WikiLeaks released a cybersecurity surveillance tools that the CIA use in order to do their job in combating against criminals. But this information, if it's in the wrong hands, can be shared with identity thieves and cyber criminals and use this against other people, other citizens as well. So it's really interesting how this happened, and there is investigations going on now within the CIA to find out how this information was acquired and given to WikiLeaks. Is there any other connections or any other nation states or internal nation states that are involved in this theft of information? So the question asked for you is, how does this affect your business? Well, lots of different ways it does. If you are a company that you are on the internet and you have smart devices, your information can be compromised. If a cyber thief can spoof your information, your user ID and your password, and watch what you do and monitor your activities, well, they can then sell your information to your competitors, for example, and put your information on blast, if you would, into the social media market. So things like that we don't want. So it's important that everyone, especially if you're a business owner, stay aware, and a new term we call stay woke. Stay woke, folks, of what's going on around your world, especially when it comes to cyber. If you have to look on the internet and sign up for a different blog, if you don't like the regular news, what's going on, find something on social media that are connected to the world that affects your life, and be involved, folks. Stay involved, stay woke. It's very important. So for those business owners out there, my question to you is this: what is the biggest cybersecurity threat to your business? You may say it's a cyber attack, right? Nope, the biggest cybersecurity threat to your business is this simple sentence: businesses are not mapping cybersecurity threats to their bottom line. They're not mapping the threats to the bottom line. It's very important. If you have a cybersecurity threat, it can affect your company in several different ways. One of the ways it can affect your company is with a financial loss. Data stolen, because information, folks, is the new currency. If cybersecurity, or cyber thieves that is, were to acquire information from your customers, your employees, they could sell that information to other bad people that look to put it together to buy products, buy services, to do nefarious activities, all disguised as the victim. That's why it's so important that we make sure that this information is protected to the best of our knowledge that we can do. The second one is reputation. Would you be comfortable going to a retail store knowing that that retailer had information, had a cyber attack? You probably will start paying for that retailer in cash versus using a credit card because of a cyber attack. But again, it damages the reputation of the business. And of course, the big one is legal entanglements. There can be lots of legal entanglements with a company if they are involved in class action lawsuits because of some cyber activity that happened within their organization. That's why it's very, very important, folks, again, to be educated. Knowledge is the best defense. Knowledge, folks, is the best defense. So the question I have for you, or the answer to all of this, is very simple. Cybersecurity is not just an IT issue, folks. It affects the bottom line of the organization. Now, a lot of companies that we have talked to, we mean my company, my team, have talked to throughout the years, they'll say, well, we're not concerned with it right now. We're not going to be affected by some sort of cyber attack affecting our business. And when it happens, we'll deal with it at that time, thinking it's something very serious. Or they'll say, well, it's too expensive to have a cybersecurity consultant come in and to discuss with us about our business. My question to you is this, folks: how much would it cost you, or how much could you afford if there was a data breach? How much could you afford? If a data breach happened, it won't be thousands, it could be hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions if it's done negligently. Especially if you've known or should have known or been aware that there's a possible cyber threat in your organization and you've done nothing about it. That could be a very, very extreme possibility for a lot of organizations. Also, one of the biggest threats right now affecting our nation is a malware called ransomware. Now, ransomware is when your machine is held hostage. You cannot get any information off of it, cannot do any work until the ransom is paid to the cyber thieves. Then once that's done, your information is then released. We want to also report to you here in the show that ransomware is the number one city in the country for ransomware, that is Las Vegas, Nevada, and that's very disappointing, but it's the number one area that people have been hit by ransomware. A lot of companies and corporations have been hit by it as well. There even has been hospitals, folks. Hospitals have had their patient information shut down where the healthcare practitioners cannot do their jobs and work and taking care of patients because they cannot have access to information. It's been frozen and held hostage by cyber thieves until the ransom was paid, then the data was released. So it's very, very important. A lot of businesses, again, are stating that, well, it won't happen to my business, right? It's always the other guy, or my IT department has it buttoned down. Are you sure? If you're not sure at all, or you think it may be, you need to have it documented, you need to have it tested, always, to make sure that you can have your data protected with your business. It's very, very imperative, folks. Very, very imperative. One of the things I suggest you do, especially for ransomware, if you're using the IE browser, the Internet Explorer browser, stop using that one. The browser we recommend that you use, we meaning the people and cybersecurity researchers recommend you use, is Chrome or Firefox, but basically Chrome. So far to date, okay, March 10th, 2017, Chrome is one of the best browsers that gives you more protection against ransomware and other different malwares than the other browsers out there. It's one of the best browsers to use. However, this may change in the future. Hackers may come up with a way to get through to the security layers of Chrome, but currently that's the best one to use. So definitely stay involved, folks. One of the best ways to stay involved in what's going on is having your employees trained, because like I said before, information is the new currency, and with a trained staff looking for what a suspicious transaction looks like within your organization, they can have it flagged and contact management, and if it's something very nefarious, they can then contact law enforcement, have it investigated even further. That's why it's very important to have your employees trained. I mean, everyone from the front desk phone person who answers the phone in your corporations to the forklift operator in the back of a company. You can do this very simply. One of the ways you can do that is contact my office at 702-868-0808. That's 702-868-0808, and it's MJ Computer Concepts, and one of our trained staff will be able to set you up with a consultant that'll be able to talk to your organization, or I can come out and speak to your group, your association, regarding cybersecurity awareness training that your employees should have. And then once you have that training, you will have a better handle on what suspicious activity looks like, what a cyber attack can do for within your organization. So definitely, and one of the things you learn in it is policies. That's the key thing here, folks. Having updated policies and procedures within your company, within your training program, will help you put this together, these policies and procedures, and a training program for your staff that you can physically see, and you can physically see the updates every 6 months. Your employees should be trained. Okay, so definitely stay woke. Stay vigilant. Remember, information is a new technology. Cybersecurity awareness is what you need. We have more to talk about in our next segments. Thank you for joining us. We'll be right back after these important messages.